is Neon, you're watching The Chosen Ones. Thank you. I will do some just updated recent Marvel movie news. Yeah, I like the movies, kinda, sort of. This will include Spider-Man, but, I will try to get as many standalone Spider-Man stuff as possible, kind of. So, I will see The Winter Soldier tonight. My mom just told me recently that it will not be 8 or 9, it will be 9:30. It will be the most closest time I will get home. So, yeah, expect 9:30 or so for something up. By the way, please try to get as many people as you can to watch this stuff. I know, yeah, I've only got 9 views on my first episode for now, but there has been some brand new news, and I want to try to do as much. I want to do as much news as possible, like daily. If there's anything that comes up, and if it's good enough to put in a video, even if it's 3 minutes long or 5, I'm fine with that. Okay, so this is Marvel movie news. Let's start out with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This movie is out right now for America and UK. UK has had it for about maybe a month or so. It's in between there. It's got Chris Evans again as Captain America, Steve Rogers. Samuel Jackson is Nick Fury as always, until his 9 movie contract is over, which will be very soon. Trust me, it will. Scarlett Johansson is Scarlet Witch. Black Widow. Sam Wilson, Falcon, he will be in this film. He's one of my favorite Captain America sidekicks. Sebastian Stan will play Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is a character in Marvel lore from comic books, and the Winter Soldier is the most newest, freshest comic book storyline that's come from something old, not too long ago. I think it was, okay, the Winter Soldier, the comic book itself was released in the 2000s, and that's pretty crazy. I won't give out any spoilers. I already know who the Winter Soldier is. I even know everything that was going on during Captain America: The First Avenger. The 2 plot points, one of them I won't talk about, and it involves Winter Soldier in it. And the other one involves Red Skull. I told my mom about that. I just love seeing movies with my mom, and when I notice something that I know what it is due to comic book lore and stuff like that, I will be like, so-and-so doesn't die, or something, like that. I'm trying to remember who else is all in this. Robert Robert Redford. This is another reason why this movie would be so good, is because Robert Redford is an old 70s, 60s actor. He has won Oscars. He has won Oscars before, and this is probably like the biggest Marvel movie with an Oscar winner in it. This movie will go deeper down into S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, so that basically wraps up for Captain America 2. Let's talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. At first, when I saw the pilot, I was like, dude, it's kind of like a D plus T. It's like a D. It's around there. D pilot. And then it just kept getting worse. It was until the Magical Place, episode 10, I was just like, okay, I can see this getting better. Yeah, I know I'm not a Marvel fan, I shouldn't really be watching this, but, I'm just a comic book guy. Yeah, there's certain things that, I've said this back in other videos, that, yeah, I'm not necessarily a Marvel fan, but there's certain things about Marvel that I like. So far, my favorite episode, the most recent episode was last Tuesday, and it was End of the Beginning. I liked it. It was a B-, an 80%, flat 80%. But the Tahiti episode, which was number 14, I have to give that an 82%. Because it's still B-, yeah, I know, hey, it's only 2% off, and it's still B-. There's still better things in Tahiti. By the way, this is spoiler related. Do not watch this if you do not want it to be spoiled. In the episode Tahiti, Coulson finds out how he got fully resurrected, from his death in the Avengers. If you do not want to hear this spoiler, leave right now. He finds out that how he lived was from this like blood sample type thing called a GH325 or something like that, and you find out, this is crazy, when I saw what it was, I was like, I think I'm crying because it's so creepy. It's so creepy. Plus you even see Coulson's face and he's just like a white ghost. Because he opens the chamber and there's that alien Kree. The alien, well, I think it's Kree. It would make sense if it is, because they're in Guardians of the Galaxy. But one of the first things that I thought was that, hey, Dr. Manhattan, hey dude! He's like in this chamber full of like water, liquid, and his legs are gone. It's blue. It looks, I have to say, it basically is Dr. Manhattan. He's a DC Watchmen character, but that's basically what it looks like. But I'm pretty sure it's either Kree or Frost Giant. I'd rather want it to be Kree. It'd make more sense. But you see it, and it has like its organs all out. It's like, and like his eye, part of his eye socket is gone. It's either losing its body parts or it's gaining more. It did not imply anything like that. And I will use the word imply a lot for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. A lot. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is bigger than the Clairvoyant. And it really just estimates that everything so far that's owned by Disney Marvel Disney, is going to be all connected, that I did like. And you even got to see Bill Paxton as John Garrett in that episode. By the way, John Garrett is actually a villain, I think. He was part of the, his name was either Nomad as a villain, but he was part of this, either, like, terrorist, like, it's not Hydra, trust me, it's not, but it's kind of like it. They're called, like, I don't want to say Atlanteans, because they're not going with Namor. Namor is owned by someone else, I think. It's, not owned by Disney. It makes sense, because if Disney had Namor, trust me, they would have a Namor movie coming out very soon. So I remember seeing comments from somewhere that Namor is actually owned by Universal. That's not really a good idea. Plus, Universal, they're not doing anything. Except for maybe like a Jason Bourne 5. Oh, they inject what Coulson got injected with the Resurrectin. They gave it to, Sky, and you see her going like, and, you know, she's like, she's dying. I think she kind of had regenerative powers. Like, she calls herself an 084. That's what she's classified in, and people have been saying that, like, that's kind of like identical to a UFO, not like, you know, a spaceship, just like unidentified anything. Talking about the Kree, I'm gonna call it a Kree for now on, or Dr. Manhattan, whatever I choose. The Kree. What I was thinking was that, could have that been the Roswell? Could that be the Roswell alien? You know, from the, conspiracy theory of 1951 or something like that? Yeah, I could see it be, but, just the fact that we got to see an alien instead of the clairvoyant, I was just like, unexpected, big reveal. And the clairvoyance is this secret enemy who is able to see basically everything in the world, and his followers say that he's telepathic. Here's where I'm getting into episode 16. Oh wait, hold on, no wait. John Garrett. I think that he's top 3 cast in that whole TV show now. For that, Rising Tide. Hello? Does anyone remember that? The first episode, Sky was part of the Rising Tide. Whatever happened to them after episode 3? Nothing. And people were talking about, like, the Rising Tide. It could also be a code name for that secret group that I was talking about. It's like the Atlanteans or something like that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just drawing a blank here. I will write down the name of what they think it is, and who John Garrett turns into. But what is Rising Tide really? Rising Tide, I have to say, is probably not connected with Clairvoyant. Here is when I'm going to get into episode 16, end of the beginning. Deathlock is working for the Clairvoyant and says that they need to meet because Coulson's team is getting close to Clairvoyant. Um, it's a really hard episode to understand. Really hard. Because, there's just too many questions and too many plot points and dialogue that make... I will say this. The clairvoyant gets revealed, I think. They implied it. Doesn't make any sense at all. But here's what I'm getting. Deathlok goes to this one place that's a mental hospital, and they track down where the clairvoyant could be, and they go there. Turns out Deathlok is there, and one of the agents is down. He gets bruised up really bad, severely wounded. And then Deathlok disappears, and they move to a different location. And then they go in there, they assaulted Fitz. Yeah, Fitz. Uses those drones, and he, when he uses them, he tries to find Deathlok. Deathlok was a lot better than he looked like in the promos. He was a lot cooler. Trust me, he was. They follow him all the way, and then this is a crazy part. Remember when I was talking about John Garrett? He turns into like a villain. Coulson tracks down the Deathlok, and he comes into this alley or corridor or whatever you want to call it, and where they're nearing the clairvoyant's location, and John Garrett, he's hiding near like this corridor, and he just pops out, and then there's Coulson. He's just like, oh, I almost blew your face off, man. It's like, yeah, better check who you're aiming at. And then out of nowhere, just Deathlok shoots at them, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you're supposed to be the good guy, man. Come on, John Garrett. Yeah, I think they were talking earlier. I think Deathlok was mostly aiming at Coulson, because dude, like there was a door right where Garrett was, and then like here's Coulson coming down, but Deathlok's on the other side of that, hiding behind a wall, and then he shoots at them. If John Garrett was there for more 30 seconds, and if he is not like a traitor, he would have been dead. I think they're implying that John Garrett is a secret agent. Is he the clairvoyant? No way. There can be no way it can be, because John Garrett and Agent Triplet, there was actually a third guy. He died, and Triplet talks about him. He was killed by the clairvoyant. They didn't really actually meet. It was the clairvoyant who caused his death. But they say that Triplet is wanting revenge. He will not take the clairvoyant alive because of his promise. And if it's John Garrett, how's Triplet gonna react to that? But Deathlok escapes, and Garrett and Coulson advance into this little room where this guy is watching these monitors, and he's in like a wheelchair type deal. He's just in a chair. He's got like the Stephen Hawking type deal with him. He doesn't type, but he like has this tube coming out of his mouth or something like that, and he like breathes something and like makes him like say stuff, and the computer pops up and it writes on there. And then they're like, what the heck, what is this? And then everyone else gets in there except for Fitzsimmons, Sky, all the citizens who shouldn't, you know, pull the trigger. Even May. Maeve's in there too. The clairvoyant talks about that Sky will have to die to save the world or something like that. And then clairvoyant was like, you either, I know you will take me captive, or else, like something like that. And then out of nowhere, Ward shoots him, kills him instantly. And one of the reasons, and then after that, everyone was like, dude, why did you do that? The job was to, like, let him live. And then it goes to commercial break, and one of the things I was thinking during that time was that maybe Ward was trying to outthink that guy in the wheelchair. Because, you know, like, the clairvoyant was talking about, that he will live, he will make it out of that room, but yet Ward shoots him. I like that. But yet, it goes back, and Ward is in that little chamber room in the bus, the ship that the team is in, and he just interrogates Ward Coulson, and he talks about, did you get ordered to shoot clairvoyant? Do you have one of those eyepiece things or something like that? He's like, no, what? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, cause, like, the reason why I need to say that is because, the guy in the wheelchair was saying, like, you've been betrayed. And then, he was, like, asking Ward, are you the betrayer? He's like, no, I am shielding, I lost it, you know? And then, Coulson thinks his way, and then he talks to Sky and says, what if that wasn't the clairvoyant? And they try to gather more detail and stuff. And then, Fitz and Simmons notice that there's like these secret telephones around, the ship, and so they try to break them. Sorry guys, screen went blank, sorry. But, and they did, and May goes to the telephone, and she notices that it's been unplugged, or there was like a lost connection. And then she notices that Fitz and Simmons will tell Sky, and then you find out that who's the traitor? Well, it's May. Well, she just betrays the team, really, kind of. She doesn't kill anybody. But, May wasn't ordered to do anything like that, but she was like, she's saying, like, it's not what you think, Coulson, there's something else going on here. It's too hard to trust anyone now. Which will go into the Winter Soldier. That's one of the reasons why I really want to go see the Winter Soldier now. And then after that, this is the major highlight of the whole episode. Well, actually, first Coulson figures out that clairvoyant isn't telepathic. He uses, or she uses, technology and cameras and stuff like that, drones, to see everything. And then it goes to a part that the bus, the ship, it's like flying itself, and they're going like a different direction. It was on autopilot, and they figure out that something else is happening. And then you see Victoria Hand. She says, "I want everyone on that ship dead except for Coulson. Coulson is mine." And then, like, it's kind of like saying that, oh, are you implying that the clairvoyant is Victoria Hand? Were they implying that? They could have. That's what it seemed like. But it can't be. Because, Coulson, she already knows what happened to him. She already does. And, the clairvoyant was trying to see what happened to Coulson. Victoria Hand already knew. She's like level 10. That's like Nick Fury level right now, probably. And that was the end. There was no deathlock after 30 minutes or so. I was okay with that. I was getting deathlock doing alright for now. Can't wait until next week's episode. Turn. That was actually one of the quotes in this week's episode. The end of the beginning. When Skye gets her actual SHIELD agent badge, John Garrett talks to her, and he's like, "Hey, quit with the sir, I'm a SHIELD agent, so are you." And one of the things he says is like, turn, and is there supposed to be a huge meaning behind that, or is it the meaning behind the character who said that? So, I hope John Garrett isn't a betrayer, like the main traitor of the TV show. Plus, in the comics, I think he witnesses this disaster that happens to him, kind of like Two-Face from DC, and it like makes him kind of like Deathlock, but he's like not completely a robot. But okay, but that was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now let's talk about Thor 2, the Blu-ray for All Hail the King, the Mandarin thing. Still spoilers here. Do not watch this. Not get spoiled. They reveal that the Mandarin from Ben Kingsley gets to actually meet the Mandarin, so I was happy for that. And I've been hearing that they're gonna bring back Ben Kingsley as Trevor a lot. I think that's good. Maybe they can go with an Iron Man 4 and it's the real Mandarin, and then like after that's over, with Iron Man 4, maybe he has something wrong with him and he dies because RDJ is gonna have to die soon. Let's do Fantastic Four. Let's just do it quickly. Cast for now is those indie actors, as you know, the normal guys, but as the main four. But yet, new casting for was Toby Kebbell. Toby Kebbell will play Dr. Doom for now. For most recent news, cool. This guy is gonna be in Dawn of Planet of the Apes and Warcraft. Those are two huge movies, and if he can deliver good on them, he'll do good as Dr. Doom, so good for him. Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out in August I'm not gonna do Spider-Man or X-Men. I feel like I shouldn't. Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a Disney. It's Disney, so this one's gonna be action-packed. For the number one Disney Marvel film to see in IMAX 3D, I'm gonna have to say Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, the movie could be bad, you know. Guardians of the Galaxy, it's really new in terms of Marvel. It was first released. The first comic was released in 2005, I think. It's one of those that needs a movie. Honestly, it kind of does. Or just at least Rocket Raccoon. Yeah, it's a little silly stuff, but it's really fun. I haven't read a lot of comic books of Guardians of the Galaxy, but I've read some. Enough to know the characters well enough. From the trailer, I liked it. It had a great mood to what I would think would be the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. So I was happy. For that. How about a question? Just thought of this. Should there be season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yes or no? Maybe. It depends on the season finale, and if any episode gets better than Tahiti, maybe. There's just too many bad episodes. Like, I only have 2 favorites. The Tahiti and End of the Beginning. I didn't like the one with Sif. I thought it was just stupid. Didn't get into it. And they need to stop with the breaks in between each film. I mean, not film, TV show. Like, there's like 2 episodes, wait 3 weeks or so. And no, I didn't like that at all. Who did like that? You know, I had to wait for how many weeks? Oh wait, no, months for the Clairvoyant. And I still don't even think they've announced who it is. And they said that like the final 7 or 5 episodes will announce who that is. And it's a 22. It's at 22 episodes and 16 plus 5. No. They haven't announced the Clairvoyant yet. Ooh. Because they said that the last 5 will all be about the Clairvoyant. So I can't see Victoria Hand being Clairvoyant anyway. So, and I felt like the End of the Beginning still isn't better than Tahiti because they just pulled an Iron Man 3 on it, you know, the whole Mandarin storyline. Mandarin's not really Mandarin, and the extremist guy was like, oh, I'm a Mandarin. It's like, bull crap, dude. Yeah, you have tattoos of dragons on you. You can breathe fire like a dragon. You're not the frickin' Mandarin. You could pass the Fin Fang Foom, maybe. For those of you who don't know who Fin Fang Foom is, he's a Marvel villain. I don't even know if it's a he. It's just a huge dragon summoned by Mandarin. I think that's all about Fin Fang Foom. That's it. Okay, but let's do some movie news. Age of Ultron. I've seen set photos. Very good. I love Quicksilver. Yeah, I like Days of Future Past, Quicksilver too, just because, yeah, I bet you guys will be like, no, he's so stupid and retarded. Guys, he's only in the 1970s segment. You guys would probably look the same if you were in that timeline. You know, he's wearing the Pink Floyd stuff, he's not wearing like a gray jumpsuit. Yeah, he looks really stupid, but dude, you're basically laughing at yourself. So, you're laughing at your own generation before you're laughing at your parents, really. Or grandparents, or whatever. But, Scarlet, his Quicksilver's outfit does look really good. Looks awesome. Scarlet Witch looks good. I like the jacket part to her. It's like not really like a costume. It's like a jacket. Hawkeye. He just looks like the same from the Avengers. And please, Joss Whedon, do not kill him. Because I've heard that you're probably going to kill some of the Avengers too. Do not kill him. He still needs a lot of storyline to him. Don't just rush in his storyline and then kill him a second later like Expendables 2. That was stupid. Yeah, his storyline's over, but you could still get in some time with him. Ultron. He reminds me of Megatron or Galvatron from the Michael Bay stuff. Galvatron, oh yeah, spoiler alert. Galvatron is in Transformers 4, and he's really a Jaeger. It was announced like that from CinemaCon. Someone got inside. CinemaCon is just when movie theater owners or high employees get to go to this movie thing just to see what certain movies will be like when they hit theaters, what they will get the audience into and stuff like that. And they'll show certain clips. They're filming in Iceland, and for those of you who don't like Ultron, guys, they have as close as Ultron as I was thinking they would. Just get him silver, kind of red eyes, red, purple, or something like that eyes. Kind of like a dark type eyes. Maybe black, I'm okay with that. No, maybe red's too much cliche, but hey, go with black or purple. You know, you never know. Maybe yellow. Or orange. Something that's like flames or something like that. But, the only reason I have a problem with it is that he looks too much like a Megatron or Galvatron. That's it. Hulkbuster concept art was in the, combining a universe for, Marvel. It was on, ABC before the Sith episode with Lady Sif. Sorry, I'm losing my voice for some reason. I think I'm talking too much. I don't know. Sorry if you guys don't like the time on this. I'm almost done. Don't get your panties in a wad. I know that's what I say to my mom sometimes. But, Hulkbuster's armor is in there. And what I really like about it for concept art is that there's Hulkbuster defending Hulk. And Hulkbuster's huge. Huge. Not like helicarriers are huge. Just like, not 2 times bigger than Hulk. More like 3. But obviously, if you know anything about Hulkbuster suits, they can't do anything to Hulk. Yeah, they might bruise him up a bit, but dude, you can't stop the Hulk until he reaches his rage. Ant-Man is my #1 anticipated Marvel film. Disney Marvel film. What made me got so freaking interested in it was because the beta reel, it was so good. I remember seeing it on YouTube. First of all, it's beta reel, and it looked like you could see it on the screen right now. It is amazing. And they did show that the Marvel Studios connecting a universe. They showed the clip when he was running on the gun, when he was like this big. Oh, dude, I love that. And he just like grew back to normal size and hit the guy in the chin, right off the gun. Dude, it was awesome. But suit is good. Suit is good. I like it. I feel like that's the way it should be. If you've seen any images, and if there's anything that interests you guys, like if talking about photos or anything, I probably won't have them, but I might describe them. Please feel free to look them up for yourselves, because I probably might not have. So this was Marvel movie news. 45 minutes long, you guys. Sorry about that. Can't think of anything else, so please keep watching, comment below, like, and subscribe. This was Neo, the Chosen One, and I'm signing out.